Great morning, virtual learners! Welcome to Valenzuela live streaming. I'm excited about our lesson today. I hope you are all prepared for it. I'm Miss Jonery A. Macasling, your English teacher for today. Let us always remember, education will not stop inside the classroom. Education is existing because you are learning. As your teacher always say, in any situation, education must continue. For our lesson today, we're going to discuss the most essential learning competency, use structural analysis to determine the meaning of unfamiliar words or expression from the material viewed. The aim of this lesson is to be able to use structural analysis to determine the meaning of unfamiliar words or expression from the material viewed. Now, attendance check. Please type the word present / your name / the name of your school in our comment box. This way, I will be able to know the names of my student today. Just follow this format. I will give you 45 seconds to do this. Timer starts now. Wow, we have a lots of lovely students today. And also learners, don't forget to capture some important notes during the discussion. Remember to be polite and avoid unnecessary comments while watching this live streaming. Please prepare your self-learning module, paper, and ballpen too. Let's start by decoding some words. Are you ready? Let's start to decode the first word. Identify the word. Okay, the correct answer is structural analysis. Next, timer starts now. The correct answer is root word. Number 3, timer starts now. The correct answer is affix. Number 4. Timer starts now. The answer is prefix. For the last word, timer starts now. The correct answer is suffix. Unfamiliar words are a lot like puzzles. Structural analysis is dividing words into parts to discover or identify the word meaning. Word parts contribute to all over meaning of a word. Many words in English language are composed of a root, a prefix, and a suffix. A root word is a word that does not have a prefix or a suffix, and it is the base or the core that cannot be reduced into a smaller word form. Example, view, agree, use. Affixes are word elements added to a root word that changes its meaning. There are three main types of affixes, but let's only talk about the two. The first one is the prefix. A prefix is a letter or a word, a group of letters that place at the beginning of the word to change its meaning. For example, let's say you have the root word agree. Then you add the prefix this, which means not or opposite to the word agree. That gives you the word disagree, which means to not agree. Another example, an plus happy is equal to unhappy, which means not happy. Re plus paint is equal to repaint or to repaint. In plus complete is equal to incomplete or meaning not complete. Next is suffix. A suffix is a letter or group of letters that come at the end of the word and change its meaning. The verb manage can change to a noun by adding the suffix ment, which means a product or resulting state, to form a new word, management. Other example, hope plus full is equal to hopeful. It means full of hope. Quick plus ly is equal to quickly. It means do something in a quick manner. Although both prefixes and suffixes change the meaning of the word, the key to not getting to be confused is to remember that pre means before and suff means after. Now, let's try to answer the following. Write in the proper box the affixes added to the underlined word in every sentences. Example, my mom reminded me to wear a mask because not wearing mask is unsafe. We have here the underlined words reminded and unsafe. First, identify the root word or the base word. Then, tell whether if it is added affixes, is suffix, or prefix. Now, do you understand? Let's start with number 1. Number 1. I am incredibly anxious about the coronavirus being stuck at home. The root word is credible. It has a prefix in and suffix li. Next, number 2. I've started a blog about my life to uncover my experiences during lockdown. Write your answer on your module and you have 20 seconds to answer. The answers are root word, start, with suffix ed. Root word cover, with the prefix an. Number 3. My daily routine has changed because of COVID-19 pandemic. 20 seconds, start now. The answer is root word change with the suffix d. Number 4. People should follow the precautionary measures to prevent COVID-19. Timer starts now. The answer is the root word caution with the prefix pre and suffix ari. That's number 5. In identifying misinformation about the virus, we should know how to fact check. The answers are the following. The root word is identify with the suffix ing. Next, the root word is inform with the prefix mis and suffix ation. Now, great job! Let's move on to the next activity. Direction, study the poster, and write the unfamiliar words or expressions used in the following poster. Write the affixes used and write it inside the appropriate column. You got 20 seconds to answer each item. Timer starts now. The answer in words are reuse, reduce, recycle, and it all has the prefix re. Next. Let's check. The word is precautionary. It has the prefix pre and the suffix the ary, A-R-Y. Let's move on. Timer starts now. The word is frequently, and it has the suffix ly. Moving on to the fourth picture, go. The word is disinfect. It has the prefix dis. Last picture, timer starts now. The word is properly with suffix ly. Well done, everyone. Now, remember that in using the structure or parts of a word to figure out the meaning of the word, it will help you to understand and remember the meaning of the word better. There are three parts of a word. The first one is the prefixes. These are the word parts that are attached at the beginning of the base or root word. Example, pre, an, non, miss, this. Number two, we have the suffixes. On the other hand, they are always added at the end of a word. Example, able, full, the est, less, and ly. Number three, the root words. These are the base word to which word parts added. Example, write, play, draw, friend, view. Okay, it's time to clarify and answer the questions that you have in your mind. I will give you a minute to type it in the comment. Okay, now I have the questions. What is the easiest way to identify if the added word is a prefix or a suffix? Although both prefixes and suffixes change the meaning of the word, the key to not getting confused of the two is to remember that pre means before and suff means after. Next question. How to identify if the word has affixes? Okay, you can identify if the word has affixes by simply looking for the root word of it. If the word is the base word, then it doesn't have any affixes. And if the word has some added letters to change its meaning, then it has affixes. And that's it. I hope you enjoy and understand our lesson for today. Before we go, I just want to remind you learners that education will not stop inside the classroom. It is always there because you are learning. Keep on learning new things, love what you are doing, and do not be afraid to ask help from your teachers, advisors, and even from your classmates and parents too. All your hard work will be rewarded soon. As your teacher always say, in any situation, education must continue. See you next class!